Hey guys, welcome back here, and today, okay, why am I wearing this helmet? Today, I have another inflatable that I'm reviewing. So yeah, this one's a different story. This one was, I was just riding my bike around the neighborhood, and, well, I was looking for stuff, but I didn't expect to find anything. I did find a wooden snowman prop. Show you guys a little later in the future, but I gotta do some work with that. I gotta sand it up and maybe repaint it, and then it should be good to go. Anyways, yeah, I was riding around, and I've actually seen this outside of their house for weeks, maybe not, maybe a couple months. Anyways, I've wondered why it was there, and today I finally saw the owner outside, and I was like, oh wow, I see you finally got your snowman put away. The reason why I say it like that is because I don't think it's a good idea to keep them outside for a while. One, they can fly away. Second of all, they can get worn out. But anyways, yeah. But as you can see, it is pretty dirty. So luckily, she was like, yeah, it's very dirty. So apparently she was like, if I want to take it, like I can. Obviously I did. I was polite about it though. I didn't want to sound like I was being greedy or rude. So yeah, I was polite about it. Anyways, yeah. Without all of that, yeah. So luckily, like, I don't think she really cared much. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, here's the inflatable here. It looks like a Gemmy, but I think it's a knockoff one. The reason why I think that... Okay, wait, what's this? Oh, wait a minute. It looks like this one has a projector inside. I see the thing there. But yeah, this looks like a knockoff one. First of all, yeah, you see it is pretty dirty. It's just as dirty as the snowman, the other snowman that I found. If you guys want to check out that video, it's already been posted. Anyways, yeah, you can see it has these weird looking stakes on the bottom. Yeah, and yeah. But the fan does, but the weird thing is, the fan looks exactly like a medium-sized cheap fan. And when I say exactly, it looks pretty much the exact same. But the cord is thinner, just like a knockoff one. And that's what I find weird. Alright, let's see where the plug is. And it has different kinds of stakes, which are already on it. And there are white strings, so I'll use my own strings, though. And I won't be using these stakes. Yeah, here's the plug. Yeah, you can see how dirty this thing is. Yeah, this is definitely a knockoff one. That's not a Gemmy plug at all. I mean, I've seen some knockoff ones that have a very identical looking motor to Gemmy ones, like that 9-foot Christmas tree one. Not tree, what is it called? Oh yeah, the fire truck, or the truck Santa. I did an unboxing video of that one. That one it got knockoff, but it has a very similar looking fan, but it's a knockoff one. Although, yeah, so it looks like this one does have a projector inside, which is actually pretty cool. I've always wanted an inflatable like that. Okay, some good sizes. Okay, yeah, there are some strings here, which I will, redo. Fix up. Oh, what the? What in the world? Wow, that stake's not going to be usable anymore. Anyways, yeah, I'll just completely take these all out. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna get these out of here. Okay, I'm gonna have to take these out. So, yeah. Let's get these out of here. Okay, so I finally got all the tethers out. So, I'll raise the angle a little better. So, now we'll get it out. Okay, so here it is. Wow, the back of his head is really dirty. That is insanely dirty on the back of his head. That's gonna need a good washing. Anyways, I'll get a better angle there. There we go. So now, angle. No wind today, so hopefully this will work out. So let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so there it goes. It's inflating fairly fast. Okay, so I'll come and give you a closer look now. Okay guys, so here it is. I waited till it gets a little bit darker, just so it looks a little better. You can see, I thought it was a moving effect, but it's just a, it doesn't move at all. It's just a regular plane effect, which it still looks pretty nice. It lights up fairly good. See, there's a light in the head, then there's one in each of the penguins, and then there's one in those, and obviously the one there. I think there is a defect on this penguin though, because as you can see, his thing is stitched on like this, where I think it should be like kind of like this. I mean, I could always stitch it to make it look a little better. And you see, like that looks all right. That one has it a little bit, but it's not as bad. Yeah, there it is. That looks a little better. Then you can see there's the presents. Yeah, then here's his thing here. It's actually printed on. It's not attached like Jemmy is. He has a candy cane right here. It actually goes the full way around because it is sideways. Yeah, you can see it is a little dirty on the back. I washed it off a little bit. You can see the scarf also goes the full way around, which is really nice. Yeah, and you can see where the LED goes. And here's the fan right there. For inflation, not the best. It could be better, but it's a knockoff. What do you expect? Then the light is somewhere at the bottom. I don't know. It's at the bottom somewhere. It has two anchors there. I actually got a decent amount of stitching here, so that's good. One on the other side, and then there's two at the bottom, right over there somewhere. I wish there were some on the penguins, but the penguins will need to be a little bit worked on. But yeah, you can see, there it is right there. I think that's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.